chose a good day for it, though, Ian, didn't we?
Brought some sunshine with me, Chip.
Yes.
That's what it is.
That song. Is that an old Cream song? Sunshine of Your Love.
Always bring the sunshine.
Do you know Cream?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're changing the pond roof today after it's been sagging. And
What size, Charlie?
it's Friday the 17th.
Huh?
Friday the 17th of June. So we got a new roof going in.
What size, sorry? 3.
And if you're on the forum, Ian is on the forum. Ian Ward Contracting, or is it called Charlie Ward Contracting? I think that's what it's called, isn't it?
Give him a year, maybe Charlie Ward.
Yeah, Charlie Ward Contracting. There you go, yeah. So we're replacing the roof. All the beams need to come off because you probably can pick it up on the camera. They're a little bit saggy. A bit like my body shape, a bit sagging.
This brick is loose as well.
Oh. Yeah, so they're just doing a bit of tidying up.
Like loose,
And,
like it's
yeah.
not fixed.
Well, maybe we must.
Don't touch it. Don't aggravate it.
Oh, it's one of those Jeep jumping, spitting. Just careful.
Venomous.
They're jumping, spitting
No,
ones.
they don't.
Yeah, just be careful because they do bite.
Do they?
No, I'm just messing.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
So two grown men,
Well, no, I mean...
kickboxing champions, MMA fighters, and they're afraid of a
I'm not...
a 50p.
I never said I was afraid. I just said it's an interesting...
There you go, that's what they're afraid of.
Yeah.
So Ian, tell the camera what you're going to be doing.
I dare in case it goes wrong.
No, it's not going to go wrong. Don't be like that.
So
Come
we're
on.
just going to drop up this I-beam here and push these rafters back up.
So we get
to the
more of
new
a fall.
height. So we've got the fall up to there.
Oh, I see. You put guide bolts in.
Yeah.
Oh, you're clever.
So, are you, Charlie? What's your overhang there? Roughly.
Roughly like 20 mil.
What, on the outside of the post?
Slice side, yeah.
Right. Okay. That's okay because we've got to add the what's it on the outside.
Oh, he's holding it down.
This shouldn't sag.
They put the shortest guy in the middle.
Wait, down. There.
That's 2 bolts. Just let that ease off, Craig. And that.
So how much higher is that mark below it
So
where it
this is
used to
now
be?
100 mil higher.
Right.
So instead of you had maybe 50 mil fall over that distance,
Yeah.
not enough. So now we've got 150 mil.
You can see the fall now.
Yeah.
On the
So now we've got
thing.
100. So you shouldn't have any water sitting on top. Plus we're going
Nice.
to have the rafters inside as well, which will stop the sag on the polycarb.
So are you saying that I don't have to climb up and sweep the roof every time it rains?
Well, if you want to entertain your neighbours, then that's fine. But no, I'm hoping you won't have to climb there and sweep.
So this is Craig. He's also a koi keeper. He's got a new pond. Trying to be. He's got a new pond. We're going to help him out get his pond sorted.
Just look down
So-
this, Charlie, and make sure there's no bow in it. It wants to be. Is that straight?
No,
Which way is it going?
it's going out this way.
Hang on. There you go. We have Andy Finch here of Finch Filtration Innovative Systems.
Innovations.
Innovation Systems.
So close.
You know, some people are so picky. Wow. So-
Now it's finchfiltration.co.uk.
oh, hang on. You changed your name. Phil, say it again. You're on camera now. For all your fans, let all your fans see. You've been here. Hang on. What sort of part-time worker shows up at 1, having coffee, baking Sammy?
Busy one.
A busy one.
You don't know what my life's like now. I'm all over the place.
You are busy. I know you are
Down
busy.
the
you are.
country. I must have done 430 mile again yesterday.
But I think secretly you should be proud of me for leaving an hour as you told me to.
Yeah, I'm pleased you touch it and it's working.
And it's working. It's working brilliant, Andy. I got to say. I'm saying it on camera. I know you're here. But if it was rubbish, I'd say, Andy, there's a problem.
Yeah.
There's not been a problem whatsoever.
No.
It's watertight, but a little thing that you come to just...
little bit is on the sort out.
Yeah.
That's on the pre.
It's been watertight, but the water I'm getting, the TDS is now down to, what did I say, 250? Yeah, 250 or 240. And that was 460 on Friday.
Yeah. It's come down over 200.
Yeah, yeah,
Over 200 in a week.
yeah, in a week, yeah. And the KH is down to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I left a Kit Kat there for you, look.
I did see that, but
That's
you were
yours.
hidden it.
That's yours, that's yours, that's
I
yours.
left that last night. It's not a new one. It's
Yeah,
just,
yeah, yeah.
Is it out of date?
I don't know, no, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm nervous to walk on the roof. Look at the roof is bowing. I don't know how
Yeah.
long it's going to last, but
A bit of water dripping there.
yeah. You know what it is? It's sodden from the...
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyhow, yeah, I'm here to say it works really well. And for me, what made a difference is my wife coming out and saying, "Oh, the pond water looks nice. It's slightly blue." And she's like most wives, don't really
Don't go taking any notes.
notice it. Yeah, and it just shows you. I mean, the camera lens probably wouldn't pick it up, but there's a slightly holiday bluey, not Tobago blue or Trinidad blue, but the water is more lively and shiny than it was before this.
As I
Because
said to you, that video I did on my pond,
yeah,
it's crystal.
yeah.
It's
Well,
clear.
not only is it like shiny and new. I mean, the thing is, what we're doing is obviously we filter water through media,
Yeah.
but no one actually filters the water through like an RO. We filter tap water, not pond water.
Yeah.
And I think what it's done, it's quickly made the pond water better because we're dealing with pond water, not source water
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
way. And so far, I know it's early doors, but so far what I've seen, I'm really, really impressed with it.
Yeah.
And I was on live last night. I don't know if you know live YouTube. I was on there.
I'm home.
Yeah, I know you're old. I know. I know you and Christopher Columbus went to school. But I was on live YouTube, and somebody says to me, "Well, how can you?" I don't know who the person was, and maybe they'll watch this now. How can you and Mr. Finch say that it will pay for itself within a year if you're on a water meter? Well, looking at what I've used and what it's using now, I'm using a lot less. Remember we did the
Yeah,
equation
yeah,
on there? I mean, right now it's running once in 3 hours,
Yeah.
and during that time it's using 2 liters a minute,
Right.
once in 3 hours. I was doing 3 liters a minute, 24/7.
Yeah.
So right away I'm using it less. Right away,
Yeah.
you know. And and then now today you come and you might tweak a bit and
Yeah.
trim a little bit off the waste. So I think in all, I will be surprised if my water bill is the same price come November.
Oh,
'Cause
it
it's-
won't be.
you know, it just can't work that way.
It
can
won't
it?
that way,
Yeah. So for me, it's a winner, and keep up doing what you're doing because I think you're keeping people in a hobby who may with water bills, because there's some part of the country don't have water bills, so they just laugh at us and say,
Oh, no,
yeah. But the rest of us who have water bills,
Yeah.
it's almost like a mortgage.
Yeah.
£278 in water, whereas 5 miles down the road, I was paying £50 a month.
Yeah.
It's not the crackers, isn't it?
It's balmy. It is
But
balmy.
what can we do? We can't go to legislation and government and change anything.
No.
So it is what it is.
Well, I mean, hopefully it'll be a long time before the water authorities
Change,
slap the charge on, but I think it's going to come sooner rather than
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
I'm getting dripped on here.
Yeah, I think it's the guys walking on top,
Yeah.
walking on the roof. They're squeezing all the water out. So,
Yeah.
so you're here to do a little bit of things. Maybe put a solenoid valve on this thing here.
Yeah, if we'll put a
pH controller.
on and see what that does.
Yeah.
And, that's just in case. That's
Yeah.
braces really. We've not got nowhere near that yet, but
But also, I want to say on camera, the catalytic carbon I've noticed made a difference too.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think I would stick with it. In fact, I know you're here to help me tidy up the hose, but I was thinking of removing that small blue
All right. Yeah.
and just
yeah,
going from there to there. And then once I use the last Pentec, I'm going to get another catalytic from you,
yeah.
and then go from my medium blue to 2 catalytic back to the pond. I shouldn't
Yeah.
need anything more than that.
I thought so. No.
You know, not with how it is. So,
Uh,
so I would say when you come to do that, just leave the medium blue out, the
Yeah.
smallest blue out,
Yeah.
and I'll put that in a garage as somebody who wants it.
Yeah.
And I'll just run it that way and get another catalytic thing from you. Yeah.
No problem.
But happy days. Thank you very much.
No problem.
So you're here to relax and do some work. So relax.
Relax. How can I relax? I'm
Relax.
doing work.
Well, you sit in.
Well, I'm sat down at the moment.
How many
I'm just gonna
places you
drink my
go to and
coffee.
they have a nice little chair for you to sit down? It's called Andy's Corner. I'm going to put.
You keep locking the door and keep me in here. You won't let me go.
I'm going to put a little sign of Andy's Corner, so you could come here and if you want to get away from everybody, you can come and sit
Yeah, but
here.
you're locking me away from everybody.
But anyways, thank you, Andy, for everything you do, and even coming to sort these out. Just thank you so much.
No problem.
And it's been a joy, honestly, to see the water and how it is, and the parameters where it's going has been good. And I can't recommend you enough. Honestly, I can't recommend you enough. If you need filtration, you need water filtration, you need RO, reverse cycle RO, you need bone char, catalytic carbon, Pentec carbon, what's the other brands? I forgot. Spectrum, everything.
Yeah.
Give Andy a call, and you've got his number.
Yeah.
But if you don't, say your number again. You remember it?
079 44 205 419.
So say that again.
079 44 205 419.
Yeah. So give Andy a call, and you can order some bits from him. He'll get them to you.
I'll tell you this one. A chap got in touch with me on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Says, can you send some catalytic carbon? I said, what do you want? I said, 2 bags. So I'll tell you what, I'll bring it round tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So you're joking? I said, not. I dropped it off yesterday morning.
Wow.
Really nice bloke. Met him and his wife, and
He's nice,
really
yeah.
nice couple.
Yeah.
Got a fantastic pond and
Yeah.
fish, and yeah.
I guess it makes up for the aggro you get every now and then from
Well,
some
you're
people.
gonna
But
get. You're gonna
yeah,
get.
it's
But
any walk of life.
if it was all the same, it would be a different planet, wouldn't it? But we're not. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much. I must say thank you. And we're not finished. I'm just going to go. The lads are here fixing the roof. That's
Yeah.
why they're walking on top of you there.
Yeah.
And
Hope we're not going to come through.
well, that's
Well,
what.
it'll be a soft landing on his stomach.
It'll be like an airbag. Yeah, you'll be fine. All right. then. So, Mr. Finch's bin. We've done some adjustment on this. This is 1.84 on the waist, 330 in first membrane, 255 second membrane. So about close to 6 liters. Pressure the same, and yeah. And then on here, what I'm trickling in now is that amount. Oops. To match what's coming out. So I'm already using less water than I've done before. So all good. Great job, Andy. You've done this, sort out of that for me as well. You can see the probe for the pH controller. pH controller here, the probe is there. The tank is there for it. So, yeah. These are the bolts, they use proper bolts. I think previous guys used just those.
So we stay up here while we put the
Didn't.
strips in.
Yeah, I need to go and fetch.
All filtered by BHM, no KH in the tank, quite big, and all happy feeding healthy fish. Could do the water change, but all good. So there's a pond, new roof is on, I've got a fall on there, got to buy some extra bits. We had Ian Ward from Ian Ward contracting services. So fish are all good. I did a test on the pond TDS KH pH last night, and that was around 230. TDS KH down to 2. It was 6 to 7, and then pH down to 7.4. It was 7.9 in the pond. So everything's going good. The water looks stunning. Must say the water looks stunning. And bear in mind I'm not feeding loads. So we had a busy day yesterday. I had the guys fixed in the fall on this roof. Gosh, my hair. Anyways, had the guys fixing the fall on this roof, and as you can see they did a cracking job. Now the water runs off, They're going to come fix the roof in the filter house. That roof is sagging, and what Ian said was they basically put the spaces too far apart and they used the wrong roof material, so which means it's got sodden and beginning to get soggy, so he's going to replace the whole lot. I'm trying to put a skylight over the backy shower area, doesn't have to be directly over, so in that way I could pop, on a hot day I could pop that cover and let some air directly over the shower. It's been fine so far, but just something I thought if the roof was getting replaced I might as well do that as well. And yeah, it's one of those things, you know, when builders do jobs, when they don't do it properly, then us, the customer, has to come back and do it again. And this is only a 3-year-old pond, so really the pergola shouldn't have done that, the roof shouldn't have done that. But you know what, it is what it is. The guy wouldn't answer his phone, stopped messaging and stuff, so I got the message he doesn't want to do it. So it is what it is. Life is too short to live in that way. So I'll keep you updated. Today's Saturday, and I think it's the 17th. Let me just check my phone. 18th, Saturday the 18th. And hopefully next week I'm going to be collecting, next weekend or the following week, which will be the weekend of August, first week of August, I'm going to be collecting my Okawa. That's down in Bristol. Thanks Dave Berber, for looking after that koi for me and quarantining it. So that's coming in here. I think these guys said she's 84, 85 centimeters. It was the Kashira at Yuji's place, Okawa Koi Farm, back in 2015, and I think it maintained it from that group, as it were. Obviously, there's new Kashiras being born every time, so I'm excited to get the fish in the pond, and we'll see how it is. So far, the pond is what it's running at. Once the arrow kick in within the next, let me see, probably the next 20 minutes, I'll put the camera on it and you can see what's going on. But the water is what I want to show you. And the thing that I said to Andy yesterday, and you would have seen this on the video, is that even my wife had noticed how the water looks. She says blue, sparkly, and she don't really notice much in the pond except fish. So that just shows you that it's a visible thing. And one of the advantages of Recycle Arrow is that we are arrowing directly the pond water, not tap water. So I'm using less tap water because I'm on a water meter. And then also it's cleaning out everything. All the junk is coming out of the pond water. So ammonia, nitrates, nitrite. I'll check the nitrate so I know what it is at. So somebody had asked me on the YouTube live what was a nitrate, and I will check it and let you know. But all the junk is coming out. The only thing it wouldn't remove is chlorine. But my chlorine is removed. At source I use catalytic carbon. Andy supplies me that, Andy Finch. So if you want to try catalytic, especially if you get chloramine or ammonia in your tap water, it's a winner. It's the best carbon there is. It's not cheap, but it's a winner. It's the water is looking fantastic. So enough of me talking and my stupid grey hair. So I'll put it back on the pond. So, there you go. And you can see the fish are all sort of, it's early in the morning, so they're not really grubbing yet. The feeder will start to go off in the next, I don't feed them early in the morning first thing. I let because they don't really eat it, it just goes down the skimmer. It goes from there to there. But this curtain I've only just put on. So if that curtain's off, I don't move. The feed remains right there. Most of it is sinking food. So feeder just goes. The 24th of July, and we got finch filtration. We got finch
Just
filtration.
That'll do. Don't bother with anything else. It's too complicated shit.
Finch filtration innovative services for senior citizens that are here today. And so we've had these pre-filters to the RO running for 2 weeks, Andy. So
yeah.
You've come to have a look to see how dirty they are.
Yeah.
A, if they need cleaning, and B, what comparison to drum, different types of drum, and things like that. So we got these out. We're going to also hook up the pH controller here. We got the probe, and we got a tank up there for dosing the bike out. So I'll get out of the way, let Mr. Finch bring these over, and we'll have a look. I mean, I've never I've never done these, so I don't know what is expected after 2 weeks of running.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. That's 5 micron, right?
Yeah.
So what's the 20 micron look like? Is that
That's coming straight from your drum, you see.
so? Is that pretty dirty or is that
it's
expected?
not too bad, but it's expected.
It's expected.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
you've got 60 micron coming out of your drum.
Yeah, 70 I think. Yeah.
Well, 70 micron.
Yeah.
And you're taking it down to 20 micron. So between the 20 and the 5, I mean,
There's nothing on the 5 really. Look at it.
that's not too bad, is it?
No, no.
So yeah, they're doing a job. We'll get out a quick jet wash.
Yeah, we'll jet wash that. Make sure it's clean and go back in.
We can jet wash that, but I don't think you're going to get much off it really.
Oh, well, I guess if we have everything out, might as well
Yeah,
give it a.
we'll do it while we've got it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Just wanted to see what it's like. I mean, mine, we was talking earlier about,
Yeah.
well, I've got a profit drum, the first generation. I'm not saying there's nothing, you know.
Well, yours was like the
Mine-
very
mine-
first ones.
Yeah, it's the very first one made. But mine's gets dirty quick.
Yeah.
Could do with a new drum, really. So if anybody wants to give me one.
If anybody wants to sponsor Finch Filtration Innovative Services with a new drum,
Yeah.
please give him a call.
Yeah. So we'll clean them, up your pH controller up.
Yeah.
Um,
And then you brought some goodies for us to have a look at.
yeah.
We'll have a look at them in a minute.
Yeah, one or two bits and bobs I brought
Yeah.
with me.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll tidy all that up. Put
Yeah.
that pipe work in for your bicarb dose, and that's about it really. And
That's
we're on to
about-
the time on the RO as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to pinch a bit more waste.
Yeah.
Um,
At the moment, we're 1.8 milliliters
Yes.
on the waist.
yeah,
So, and you're thinking now we've learned
Yeah.
because those who watch this video, the very first one we went a little bit too greedy.
Yeah.
But it's probably where it was now, right? The very first time
yeah,
round.
probably, yeah.
Yeah. So now it's running
Now,
smoothly.
It's going well.
It's going well.
Yeah,
We could
so
pinch a little bit more.
We'll take some more off, and then
Yeah.
that's it. So you can save even more water.
Yeah.
And your pump parameters have all come down. Like
Yes,
I said,
yeah.
it's doing what it's supposed
So
to do.
so people watching this, I'm going to test it again, but the alkalinity has gone from 90 mgs. Now it's down to 20, probably 15 this morning.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what drops. That's probably one drop.
One drop, 17 something, isn't it?
Yeah, one
for
drop
a
itself.
thing,
So that's where it's at in that way. So okay, we'll get from. I'll go grab the bowl and the jet
Who's
wash.
doing a pressure washer, by the way?
You, because I'm filming. Look at these hands. Let's put our hands together. Look at these, look at these-
decrepit.
Look at my hands. They're not made for jet washing. All right, I'll go get the equipment.
Yeah.
We'll get them sorted.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a bit of clean because we're using a different.
A normal nozzle. I didn't hit that with that because it's too powerful.
Yeah, so you're just saying I needed just a straight nozzle on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we could see, I mean, that's 2 weeks, but you think that's not so bad compared. Let's have a look.
Now you can see how dirty it is.
Yeah, there you go. So that was with 2 weeks of
2 weeks.
running. Make it even more
There you go.
obvious. So there you go. That's 2 weeks after the drum. But you reckon it's not so bad?
No, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get that. As I said, you're
Yeah.
taking it down to a lower micron.
Yeah, 20 micron, yeah.
You
But the
can't-
5 micron looks whiter than that one.
Yeah, 5 micron looks fine, really.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I might just even leave that and go carry on as it is. But
Yeah.
yeah, you need a different nozzle on that.
Yeah.
That cart.
So we'll change this nozzle. This is the one that we don't want.
That's a
on there.
rotary head one.
Yeah, because that will cut up that will cut that up into this. Yeah. But
Yeah.
but overall, we're happy with the function, don't we?
Yeah, so everything's working all right.
Yeah, working brilliantly, and we're getting that done. So,
Yeah.
all right, we'll put that together. That's good water for the plant, anyways.
Oh, aye. Yeah, glowing. Big plants, man. Yeah.
Good. The 5,
That's a 5 micron.
and it's clean as a whistle. So that's
And that's
working
not
good.
been clean, so
That's 2 weeks that we have not cleaned that. That's
No.
straight from the pod, as it were.
yeah.
And like you say, and if I wanted to, I can have a spare one clean waiting, and you just swap
Yeah.
swap
Let's just have a look at
pre-filters.
this water and just
Yeah.
see what bits are in it.
You want that jug?
Yeah, please. Whatever it was.
Right there by that bit here. So this is from the 5 micron. See, only on raster coil we go to the lengths to show you how things work. The water does have a shine to it, though. That water is clean, Andy.
So that's what's been in there, so yeah.
That water is cleaner than some people's ponds.
Yeah.
And that's pond water, by the way. So if you're looking at this is not tap water.
No, it's not.
This is not tap water. No. That's pond water. And
Well,
they're
drink of it.
we're going to call it Peckham Springs.
Chip Springs.
Chips Rasta Springs.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're all happy with that, Andy, aren't we?
Yeah.
All good to go. And like Andy says, I can order one of these off him and have it as a spare if I need to, and then
Yeah.
you jet wash
If it's,
one, have
if it's
it
a nice
later
day
on.
today, if it's raining,
Yeah.
and you've got to do it, just check it out, chuck it in a koi bowl with some water on it so
Yeah.
it's still damp, and then come out the next day when it's
When it's, yeah.
When it's
and clean
nice
it up,
and-
yeah.
clean it up.
Good.
Yeah.
That exercise took all of what? 5 minutes? 7 minutes, really? I mean, this is the hardest job, really. It's taking them off because they're quite heavy. You're thinking of making something to drain them, so you don't have to lift all that water in there, you know? But that's going on fine. Let me grab the other one. And so this is the 5 micron. That's going in there. And yeah, so this is all pond water, by the way. So if you're watching this is not tap water, so you wouldn't expect to see a tap water. Well, in saying that, when I clean my 5 micron pre-filter thing from down there, it's after 3 weeks, it's mucky as anything else. So, you know, in comparison, this is fairly clean compared to my tap water, Andy. 5 micron thing.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's up and running. We'll just the valve.
Bleed that and then
Yeah, bleed it out and
get a
there we go.
screwdriver and
Yeah, just checking the TDS. I don't know if you could pick that up on the screen. 177, Andy. There you go. Okay, so we're just making room for the pH controller to go, and I'll go over here because Andy's drilling away. I need to get my hat on. Anyways, so we got the pH controller running. Well, not running, but installed. Just drilling some holes for that to put in place. And yeah, all going pretty good so far. And once we get to another important bit, then I'll record a bit more. So, peace. Oh, Mr. Finch, we finally did it. It was a bit doing, but we figured it out. We just needed, we're talking about a Dawson pump. Not Dawson pump, we don't have a Dawson pump, do we?
no, solenoid valve and a
pH,
tank.
yeah, header tank, and
pH control.
yeah, but we've got it working.
Yeah.
So end off, it's working really good.
Yeah.
And that means things are running this way. So you've been here, you know, this is your 3rd week here?
Third visit, yeah.
3rd visit, and so you came when the fish, the pond was running at a pH of 7.7, something like that, 7.8. And then with sunlight and stuff, it could either be up or down, but around that sort of way. You've hooked up the recycle arrow. If people want to see that, they could go to part 2 of this video and see that as well. But today you were here just tying up loose ends.
Yeah.
And so what is your overall feeling about what you saw as far as the system you've put in, the pre-filters and stuff like that?
Yeah, it seems to be working well. I mean, we've took the pre-filters out today, we've cleaned the 20 micron. The 5 micron's perfectly clean, so we don't have to clean that.
Yeah.
It's all running well. We've adjusted it again. Now your waste is down to 1.23 now.
That's low.
Yeah, it's low, and you've got 6 litres of water just about.
So somebody was asking on YouTube, how do we know that, or how could would it pay for itself in a certain time? Now, you know, like within a year or two. If we're running at 1 what did you say, 1.2?
1.23.
Yeah, I was using 3 litres a minute.
Yeah.
Constantly.
And don't forget now you're only running it for 1 hour and 2 hours off.
Off, yeah, and that's ample.
Yeah.
As we could tell,
Yeah.
the TDS is dropping.
Yeah.
I mean, by tonight, your reckon will be. This morning was 170. I guess
Yeah,
by tonight.
Down 160, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and by the after the weekend, we'll probably be where we need to be.
Yeah.
Tuesday, something like that. So
Yeah.
all running well, works well. As you can tell, I don't treat my fish with stuff, although they do need treating. But once you do the stuff, it's not maintenance free. And then once you switch off the units before you treat or during the treatment, so that stuff don't get sucked into it. It's all good and well.
Yeah.
So you bought a range of goodies
I've
with,
got some
with you
bits and
today.
bobs with it.
So just walk over here with us.
Just
So.
2 carbons and an RO unit.
Yeah.
I sell all the carbons. That's just one small selection. They're all in different sizes. They're on a 10-inch, but they're
So-
20-inch jumbos.
This one is this one here
Resin
is
vessel.
resin vessel.
Yeah, that's a resin vessel. That's the smallest size I do. And there's a 25 litre and a 40
Yeah,
litre.
and that's a
otherwise.
pre-filter. That's what micron is that pre-filter next to it?
That one,
Yeah.
probably 5.
That's a 5 micron, and then in here you've got. Is this like what you've got in?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
That's good. That can fit
Refillable.
Carbon, empty carbon shell, so I can put carbons in there, catalytic carbon, bone char, anything.
And you got
They're in a range as well,
yeah.
up to 20-inch jumbo.
yeah, and then we've got the 5 micron pre-filter.
Yeah, we've got a sediment filter next to it.
Yeah,
Next to that vessel, the fillable vessel.
yeah, and then this what the grey, dark grey one.
The dark grey one is a carbon block. That's another. There are a range of carbons. All of them are carbon blocks.
Yeah.
Just different mates, different sorts
Yeah.
for different treatments. So I must have 9, 10, or 11 different carbons.
Right.
That's a small RO unit. Anybody wants to that's just 200 gallons. Plug and play. Just plug your water supply in there. That's got a sediment filter, a granulated activated carbon, carbon block. It's self-sufficient. Run itself. Works off your water pressure. So we don't need to text pressure. It'll work. It's got an automatic auto flush on that. It's all plug and play, ready to go. That is, and
And this beast over here.
that's another 4040 what will run off the mains. I've just put that as it is now. It's just when people want digital flow valves or TDS control, whatever.
You can add to this.
You can add to that. So that's just a basic unit that will just screw onto your wall. All done in pressure pipe. Looks really neat
Yes.
and tidy. So,
Okay,
yeah,
so let's go back by the pond then.
Yeah.
So all these are available to buy if somebody wants them to just ring you.
Just at the moment, email adfinkoi@hotmail.com.
Yeah.
Message me on Facebook, Andy Finch. Ring me if you want to ring me. 079 44 205 419. Or leave me a message.
Yeah.
On Instagram as well. Put it on Facebook, Finch
Yeah.
Filtration Facebook page. We've got the logo sorted out. We've
Right.
got business cards being printed this week. Still got trouble with the website, but that's going to be
Yeah.
hopefully sorted out, and then we'll get be
We'll get
okay.
it, yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's
Well,
coming there.
I'm glad it's all working well. I'm sure it's like you said, none of these are without maintenance. They all need
No.
maintenance.
Yeah.
Everything you do. There's no such thing as maintenance free. Even
Nothing.
even rocket ships need maintenance.
Yeah,
Do you know?
yeah.
And one of the things I want to say is, and I've said it before, is that when people connect with you, they shouldn't just connect with you to get. This is me saying now, just to sort of beat you down in price, because you've got to pay your bills, and you're not a big company. You're just yourself doing what you can to pay your bills. So, for me personally, I'm not bothered about saving £10, £15, because I know if I pick up the phone and call you and say I've got a problem, if you can't be here today, in the next couple of days, you'll come and you'd help me sort it out,
Yeah.
or you'd fix it yourself. And that's the service you get when you have somebody like you. So pinching £10 off you, saving, is not there. But equally, you're happy to match prices.
I'll
And,
match price on the internet.
yeah,
That's no
and
problem.
do things like that. But
Yeah.
I'm just sort of saying, to koi keepers, really, I mean, we spend so much on a fish. To sort of beat up a bloke for £10, isn't, in my mind, is a bit ridiculous.
Oh, well,
but that's
yeah,
just me,
that's-
you know.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you get in touch with me about your chlorine problems,
Yeah.
hopefully I can sort all them out for you. And I've got cartridges and carbons to deal with every
Yeah.
eventuality. Chloramine,
Everything, yeah.
carbon, heavy metals.
Well, I've been using the catalytic in here, and I could tell the water after that has a gloss to it. It's hard to explain unless you see it. Like this pond right now. The water is certainly different. So it's a 3-week process we've done, and so far it's all good. And I'll keep filming, and any updates we have, we'll get you back if needs be. But so far, all going really well. And I just
Yeah.
want to thank you publicly for coming out and helping out and making sure things are good, tidying pipes and fixing this and putting valves in and all those sort of things that you did on your time, well, for your company as well. And so we wish you all the success in the future. On the 8th and the 9th of August, we have a Rasta Day out at Ken. It's called a Koi Collection, and you're going to be there. So if people
I'll be there
want,
with a stand, yeah.
yeah, so if people want any of these bits, you're going to be there. You could buy a plug-and-play RO system from you
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. So everything will be there. So message Andy if you need anything else. So it's finch filtration.
Just say finch filtration, that's enough. That's what the website will be. So
That's what it'll be,
don't worry
finch
about it.
filtration. So
Yeah.
do that. So again, Andy, thank you for all your help, and I hope that people will pick you up and get their water right. Because at the end of the day, like we've said it many times, we don't keep koi, we keep the water.
That's it, you keep them water.
And if we could keep the water healthy, then there will be like them fish behind you.
Yeah.
They're all sort of, there's no magic. People wonder what I do to grow fish this big, Andy, and I told them it's just the water. If you get
That's
the
it.
water right, you feed right, they will grow.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So thank you again.
No problem.
All right, safely.